Hi, my name is Doreen and I work with Beauty Essentials Marketing Private Limited as one of the product trainers. We at Beauty Essentials have been a part of the hairdressing industry since the year 2007. Beauty Essentials is a brainchild of Ayaz Kabani, who always believes in staying a step ahead.
In the year 2010, we introduced our first keratin treatment called Kerafusion.
And Kerafusion till date happens to be one of the most innovative keratin treatments that you will find globally. What is so unique about this treatment is that it is one of those very few keratin treatments that have received an approval from FDA. Why keratin really stands out is because of the simplicity of the product. As long as you're using this product in a professional environment, you can't go wrong with it. So with minimal steps, you're able to deliver the best results. The first ingredient is keratin protein. As we all know, our hair is made up of keratin. So when we infuse this keratin back into the hair, it makes our hair stronger, reducing breakage. It also repairs the hair from damage, and it will also make sure that your hair feels healthy. Then we have the next ingredient, which is acai berry, which is one of the most powerful antioxidant known to man. And it is from the Amazon jungles. What acai berry does in this product is it protects the hair, again repairs the hair and moisturizes it. When we talk about our next ingredient, it is shea butter, which has been commonly used in most of our beauty products. The role of shea butter here is to not just hydrate your hair, but also make sure that the moisture stays in your hair for a longer time. And at last we have vitamin A and vitamin E, which also helps to improve the elasticity of the hair, and it conditions the hair. So today I'm going to execute the treatment on my model. Her name is Ravina. If you see, there is a lot of frizz in the hair. She has curls which she cannot enjoy because of the amount of the dryness in the frizz. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix the frizz for her. The curls are definitely going to get relaxed because this treatment gives you up to 70% curl relaxation. I am going to, treat this hair as virgin hair. I'm going to begin this treatment by washing her hair. So I'm going to first wash her hair thrice with Pure Deep Clean shampoo. Then I'm going to blast dry her hair and prepare it for the application. So this is my first shampoo with the Pure Deep Clean shampoo, and I'm going to leave this shampoo in her hair for about 3 to 4 minutes, because as you can see, each hair strand is quite thick. We specifically use the Pure Deep Clean shampoo because it has the right pH level that will help us open up the cuticles. So this is my third shampoo. I'm going to wash it off quickly. I'm also trying that my third shampoo does not touch the chemically treated hair. So the hair is towel dried right now. I'm going to start blast drying the hair. When I blast dry the hair, it's going to be done on full heat and full blast. I'm not going to use any paddle brush. So there is absolutely no need to smoothen out the hair before the product application. The hair has to be 100% dry before you start applying the product. So now that I have blast dried her hair, I'm going to divide it into 4 sections so that it's easier to work with her hair. I am going to apply the product from root till end because it's only at the time of ironing that I'm going to treat this hair differently. So in this treatment, we do not have to apply any kind of acai oil in the hair because the product already contains acai oil. So it's going to take care of the hair during the treatment as well. I'm going to start the application in the nape area.
I'm going to ensure that the product is applied half an inch away from the scalp. While applying the product, I will be using the dab technique. With the thumb lock technique, I will spread the product through the length of the hair. I will also apply the product simultaneously on both sides of the head.
Kerafusion keratin treatment is recommended for all types of hair. However, if your client is pregnant or asthmatic, has smoke allergies, or is under the age of 12, we do not recommend you to do this service. Kerafusion keratin treatment can be performed immediately after performing any kind of color service because it does not cause fadage of the color, it will only enhance your color. When it comes to straightening services, you can perform the treatment on the third day of your straightening, that is after the hair wash. You can also recommend this service to clients who use box color or henna, as it is going to help them to get softer, shinier hair, as it will coat their hair and it will definitely make their hair a lot more manageable and softer.
So now what I'm going to do is, for all the baby hair here, I'm going to apply a little bit of product on my comb. I'm just going to comb it through. I'm going to make sure that it doesn't touch my client's skin. The hair at the hairline, the hair at the nape gets exposed to water a lot, also to a lot of sweat as compared to anywhere else on the head. So apply a little more product if you feel like, only in these areas. So now that I'm done with the application, I'm going to cling wrap the hair. We're going to leave the product in the hair for 45 minutes, and 45 minutes later we are going to blow dry the hair and then go to the next step, which will be ironing. So I have cling wrapped the hair here, but if cling wrapping is not an option, then you can always use a shower cap. If the hair is longer, you can also clip it and then put the shower cap on. It's not going to affect your treatment. I'm going to take off the cling wrap and I'm going to start blow drying the hair. A few things that I will tell you before I start with the blow dry is that when you're doing this blow dry, you have to make sure that you do not blow dry on high heat. The minute you start blow drying on high heat, you will see there will be a lot of smoke. While you're blow drying, you also make sure that you blow dry using a paddle brush, because that way it is easy for you to blow dry the hair. So guys, make sure whenever you blow dry the hair, you blow dry to be 100% dry, because our next step is going to be ironing. So in case you leave any kind of dampness anywhere in the hair, you will feel a lot of smoke coming out during ironing. So what I also like about this treatment is that I can use it for all types of hair. So I'm going to start ironing the hair now. I'm going to set my iron on maximum heat. So my iron goes up till 230. I'm going to do up to 230, and I'm going to iron only the virgin hair. So about 14 to 15 passes from the roots till the midlands, and for the ends I'm going to do a second round of ironing, where I'm going to set my iron temperature maybe at 180 or so, or maybe even lower. It depends on what is the best temperature for the hair. So let's start our ironing now. I'm going to do about 14 to 15 passes. Make sure that you remind your client of the home care. So I'm almost at my last section of ironing. The sections are a little too broad right now, so always remember, if the sections are too broad, you split them up, because otherwise you will not be able to get the roots. It's very important to iron as close to the roots as possible. So now that I'm done with my ironing, I just have to iron this pre-lightened hair, this highlighted colored hair. I'm going to iron this at a lower heat temperature. So I'm going to keep my iron at say 180. I can work with thicker sections now because I just have to do the ends, and even if I take a thick section, I still have a thin section at the bottom. But always remember, clients don't necessarily want just straight hair. The reason why they're choosing this service is because they want natural looking hair and they want to also repair their hair. So tomorrow's wash is also very important, guys, because you need to iron the client's hair before the wash. So make sure your client turns up the next day so you can see the result. My model is back. I'm going to just show you how she has maintained her hair. So if you see, she's done a pretty good job. She's not tied her hair or she's not made it too wet or damp. So I'm sure that the result is going to be good. What I'm going to do now is just to refresh the product, I'm going to iron her hair once more. This time I'm going to iron her hair taking thick sections. I'm going to maintain the iron temperature at 230, and I'm going to iron from the roots to the mid-lengths. And because this hair is sensitized or over processed, whatever what you're comfortable with, I'm going to iron this section with a lower heat temperature. I'm going to set the temperature at 180 today. So once again, thick sections, just 7 to 8 passes. So this ironing round is going to be really quick. In less than 10 minutes we'll get done with it. Then we will wait for about 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll start with the ironing now. So usually what happens is, depending on the weather and depending on how much someone sweats, clients might walk in with the nape area being sweaty and damp and wet. You can do one round of blast drying just to make sure that there is no wetness, and then you start with the ironing. In today's case, my client has absolutely no dampness, moisture in the scalp, so I'm just going straight with my iron. This is my last section. Once I'm done ironing this section, I'm going to drop the temperature on my iron and I'm going to go for the pre-lightened bits. I'm going to twist these bits and I'm going to just run the iron there. because sometimes these tiny hair just slip out of your ironing section. So I've dropped the temperature of my iron. I've brought it down to 180. I'm going to just iron the ends now, 7 to 8 passes, and this will hardly take any time because we'll be working with thicker sections. So today, after the hair wash, my model is going to go in for a little bit of a trim as well. So we are going to shape up all of this. That's my last section. So it's been 20 minutes since I have ironed her hair. I am now going to rinse her hair with lukewarm water for at least 10 to 15 minutes to make sure all the extra residue and all the product is out of the hair. So now that I've rinsed the hair for like 10 minutes, I can feel the hair is free from any kind of product residue. I'm going to take a little bit of shampoo, about 3 pumps. And if my shampoo lathers, that means I've done a good job of rinsing out the product. So make sure your shampoo lathers. There it is. I have passed the litmus test. This is the reviver treatment. Spread it into the middle and to the ends first. You can also do this step at the workstation because you will have to leave this in the client's hair for at least 10 minutes again. So if your client is not comfortable, if your backwash is going to be busy, then you can always do this step even at the workstation. So it's been 10 minutes since I've applied the reviver treatment. I'm going to rinse the hair now and then I'll take her to the workstation and start blast drying her hair. So this is the hair after the wash. I've used the reviver shampoo, I've used the reviver treatment. My client is now at my workstation. All I have to do is blast dry her hair and add like a drop or two of acai oil. Let me first dry out her hair, show her what kind of result we've achieved. So I'm going to set my dryer on full heat and full blast. So I've just blast dried the hair without any kind of brush, just finger blast dry. And I'm going to use a drop of acai oil just for the ends. And that's our result. As you can see, the hair is looking natural and it's not gone flat at all. It's time for us to recommend the client the perfect home care. In case if your clients have dandruff or a sensitive scalp, instead of recommending the Reviver range, you can also recommend our sulfate free range of anti-dandruff, which is called Let's Get Closer.